2D1, question 3. I hope you've already now ruled up your books. You've got your today's date is the 6th. So those become your do nows, your automatic habits, and it just saves us time, and we rock and we roll. So with K, those who did it, have you got any tips for us? No tips? My tip to you is if you got stuck on K or you haven't had a go yet and it looks a bit awkward, and confusing, what would you do if I asked you to factorise that? A cubed plus A squared. So you don't have to write all of that down at the moment, and keeping in mind, you've got this, it will be saved for you. Yes, my friend? Not right now. What would you do with this one? It's the same thing. You look at it, you go, what's the highest common factor that goes into both of those terms? And in this case, absolutely, it is A squared. All right? So A squared times A gives me A cubed, and A squared times 1 gives you the A squared there. Remember, you always double check. Can I expand and get the original? Now, why is that a hint for this?
Because there's the x plus 1.
Yep, this is x plus 1 cubed and x plus 1 squared. So technically, my highest common factor for that is what? X plus 1 squared. Right? And we do the same thing there. We open up our brackets, and again, I'm making it like it's the big bracket there. And we go, well, x plus 1 squared times what? Gives me x plus 1 cubed. X plus 1. I might just put in one extra line just in case, and you don't have to have this there if you don't want it. But I hope you all agree ooh, got the A's in my head. Is this line the same as this line? X plus 1 squared times x plus 1, is that not x plus 1 cubed? And x plus 1 squared, x plus 1 squared. So they are the same, just written differently. And we do what we did before, where we go, what's our common factor? Well, there's an x plus 1 squared there, and there's an x plus 1 squared there. And that is what we pull out the front. And when I pull it out from here, what am I left with? And when I pull it out from here, there's technically that 1 that remains. Does that make common sense to us? I hope that is clear. If it's not, right? If that is not, and I just gather my like terms, then as soon as I'm quiet, you come around and ask. Bless you. All good? Okay. Someone asked for L. So what's the word with L? We've got A plus, yep. If I can just pop, let's change colour change. If I can just pop the A plus B around there, once again, I've got a common factor of A plus B. Now, when I pull out my A plus B times what gives me A plus B cubed? A plus B squared, that's right. So now we've got a bracket inside a bracket, and once again, A plus B times what gives you that? That's the hardest one when you have to make sure that there's a 1 in front. You can't just go, oh, it's already there. You have to times it by that 1, otherwise you won't get that previous expression. Now, if you check your answers in the back of the book, they've actually expanded this thing. I'm not going to bother. All right, so I'm happy at this point. Or did I just highlight that? Did we want to? M? Excellent. So again, if we look, you're looking, you're carefully watching, and you're going, what do I see that's common? Have you signed in? What do I see that's common? Yeah, I've got an x plus 1, I've got an x plus 1. So like we did before, we're putting the brackets around that. And it's the x plus 1 that I'm pulling out. So this is your optional line. I'm hoping that as we have done some of these, you're sort of seeing, when you see x plus 1 squared, you're seeing x plus 1 times x plus 1. So we pull out an x plus 1. When I pull it out from here, what am I left with? So that's now gone. What am I left with? Make sense? Now I can write 2 bracket x plus 1. Is it going to hurt you if I write 2x plus 2? Where does that come from? Yep. All good? And again, when I pull it out from here, remember technically it's a 1 x plus 1. So we have to put the 1 there. I'm more interested in your brain and how you're solving these things rather than what you put just on paper. But I'm hoping, once again, you're looking at this and you're seeing a plus b squared is a plus b times a plus b. We're looking here and we go, ooh, I haven't got another a plus b. There's not a common factor of a plus b. But do you see anything that is common here? Not just negatives, what else? Yeah. Here's a 2, there's a 2, everywhere a 2, 2. Oh, ballet. So we're going to pull out that minus 2. And now we ask ourselves, how do we factorize that? Minus 2 times what gives you minus 2a? A. What's a negative times what gives me another negative? Positive. And lo and behold, so double check, minus 2 times a minus 2a, negative times a positive is a negative, 2 times b is 2b. We're good here. And what's even better, what do we see? Common factor of a plus b. So we're, oops, meant to change the colour. We're going to pull out that a plus b and that a plus b. Right? Pull it out. Sits out the front. Give you a minute. Have a go of what you think is going to go on the bracket. Hidden from me. Thank you. All right. So we pull out this a plus 1. And so what goes in there would be the 4 a plus b. Agreed? And then I also pull out this a plus b there. And what's left? Minus 2. Some of you, and rightly so, sorry, I have my back to you, right? Rightly so, you might have not done that line and you might have gone straight to 4 times a is, because you're just expanding 4a, 4 times b is 4b, and then take 2. Yeah? And you're just about to go, sweet, job all done here, on to the next. But remember we said whenever you finished, just double check each bracket to make sure there are no more common factors. So when we look here, is there anything that's common? Is 4 common? 2. 2 is common. So I'm going to pull out that 2. And you were doing this beautifully. That's why I've gone a bit fast before, right? Just pull out 2 from here. So you're dividing everything by 2. That is done, but it looks a bit funky. It's a bit like writing x2 instead of 2x. That one we sort of go, who writes it like that? We prefer this. So we like to stick the 2 out the front. So, I thought we could just do question 1 together verbally. So when we've got 2 over a, we cancel this the same. We cancel this the same as we would with just, what would happen if 2 over 4? Be a half. The 2's cancel, so we just get a over 2. Do we agree? B, look at it. What's a number that goes into 4 and 2? So cancel, you get 2m. It's just the same as what we did with normal fractions. Can we handle that? What about C? Yep, A can cancel. So, try quickly, and you won't have to write this down unless you want to. I'll save it onto OneNote. Let us very quickly go through, so you don't have to copy. We have a look. Have I got eyes this way? Hello, by the window, we good? Can we cancel? Because there's a times everywhere here, y divided by y, it just cancels. Y divided by y is? 1. Yep. 8 divided, no, don't be sorry. 8 divided by 8, 1. Y divided by 1, y, 1. What do we do when we have an x squared divided by an x? It's just x, right? So remember, if I've got x squared divided by x, that becomes x times x over x, and they cancel, so I'm left with x. So I can now cancel that squared. Oh no, did the wrong one. I can now cancel that squared with that x, and then what happens with the 16 over 8? 2. Correct. So this becomes 16 divided by 8 is 2x. Done. And I'm about to be quiet. This one, because there's times here, that's like your common factor. So I've got a times x plus 5, a times x plus 5, they can cancel. What's 3 over 6? 2. Done. Here's my big question to you. Can I cancel the 9s? Can I? So if I cancel the 9s, what do you think it becomes? You want it to become 1. So let's use real numbers. If I've got, let's say, 10 plus 4 over 4. Now you know that this would be 14 over 4, because 10 plus 4 is 14 over 4 becomes 7 over 2. Agreed? So you're telling me, and sometimes even the year 11s tell me this, so don't think it's... You're saying you want to cancel these and become 1. Are they the same? No. So that's a biggie. You are not allowed to cancel when there's an add or a take in between. It has to be the multiply. Now you're going, hang on, you just cancelled and there was a plus there. But see how there was a common factor and there was a times. So that I'm allowed to cancel. This one, no go. This just stays as x plus 9 over 9. You cannot do anything with that. So please, if there's a plus or a take, refrain from cancelling. Please, I beg you. I'm hoping that you can sort of go on. I like the questions, the nice examples you can see, and away you go. If you get stuck, I'll come and see you. How's that sound?